Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl spilling the tea that literally nobody saw coming because for years we thought Vanessa Hudgens and Kelly Clarkson were on the same vibe, both Disney-turned-pop girlies who made it big and stayed super sweet in interviews, but apparently something went down on the set of the Kelly Clarkson Show that ended with Vanessa being asked to leave the stage mid-taping, and yes, the audience was there, the cameras were rolling. And people are still trying to piece together exactly what happened because both camps are staying suspiciously quiet, but trust me, the whispers are loud. So let's go all the way back to how this even started. Vanessa was booked as the main guest for a holiday episode because she had just dropped her new Christmas movie on Netflix and Kelly wanted that cozy festive energy. Everyone expected cute stories about high school musical throwbacks. Maybe a duet of Breaking Free for old time's sake, but sources say the tension started the second Vanessa walked into hair and makeup. Apparently Kelly's team had sent over a mood board with very specific looks, lots of red, green, sparkly stuff, and Vanessa showed up in head-to-toe black leather like she was about to film a rock version of Sleigh Ride. The stylist tried to switch her into something more Kelly Christmas. Vanessa reportedly said no. Things were already a little frosty before they even hit the stage, and that was just the appetizer. Fast forward to the actual taping, the audience is hyped. Kelly does her opening monologue, brings Vanessa out with the classic "Give it up for the one, the only Vanessa Hudgens." Big applause, they hug, they sit down, everything looks normal for about 4 minutes. They start talking about the new movie. Vanessa is plugging it hard. Kelly is being her supportive self, asking all the right questions. Then Kelly makes what seemed like an innocent joke, something along the lines of "So are we getting another high school musical reunion or are we too old for that now?" Super light. The audience laughs, but apparently Vanessa did not find it funny at all. Insiders say she felt it was a subtle shade about her age. She's turning 37 next month and has been vocal about Hollywood ageism. So instead of laughing it off she reportedly gave a tight smile and said, "Well, some of us are still getting lead roles, so I guess not everyone's too old." The audience went too because it felt like a dig. Kelly tried to smooth it over with "No, I'm literally older than you, girl, I'm just saying the fans want it," but you could tell the energy shifted. The smile was still there but it wasn't reaching anybody's eyes anymore. And that was the moment people realized this was not going to be the cute festive segment they advertised. Things escalated when they moved to the musical portion because of course Kelly wanted to do a duet. They had rehearsed a cute mashup of "Baby It's Cold Outside" with a modern twist so it's less creepy, and during soundcheck everything was reportedly fine. But when they went live something was off with Vanessa's energy. She kept missing her cues. Not in a forgot the lyrics way but in "I'm not really feeling this way," and Kelly being the pro she is kept carrying it, smiling extra big, doing the little choreo they had planned, but halfway through Vanessa just stopped singing entirely and let Kelly finish the last verse solo. The audience thought it was part of the bit at first, then they realized it wasn't. You could literally hear the backup track still going while Vanessa just stood there sipping her water with this blank expression. When they cut to commercial Kelly apparently pulled her aside and asked if everything was okay. Vanessa allegedly responded with "I'm not here to be your backup singer, I have my own career," and that's when producers started panicking because they still had 20 minutes left of the segment and things were clearly not salvageable. After the break they tried to pivot to the audience Q&A portion thinking maybe fan questions would lighten the mood. But the first question out the gate was a teenage girl asking Vanessa, "Do you think Gabriella would be proud of who you've become?" Super sweet, exactly the kind of moment that usually goes viral for good reasons, but Vanessa gave this long pause and then said, "Gabriella was a character I played when I was 17. I think it's time we let teenage versions of ourselves rest instead of dragging them out every Christmas." And the way she said it made it feel like she was shading not just the franchise but everyone who still loves it, including Kelly who literally started on American Idol and has never hidden her Disney-era pride. Kelly tried to jump in with I still love when people ask me about my Idol days, it's part of the journey," but Vanessa cut her off with "Some of us evolved past our teenage roles, some of us leaned into them," and the gasp in the studio was audible. People were texting under their chairs. The producers were doing the cut-it motion across their throats. It was chaos. At that point security was already on standby because the head of production made the call that they needed to wrap this up before it became a full meltdown on national television. Kelly, ever the professional, thanked Vanessa for coming, did the whole "her new movie is out now go stream it" thing through an incredibly forced smile, and then when they went to commercial for the last time Vanessa apparently refused to stay for the final bumper shot. She just grabbed her bag, whispered something to her manager, and walked off stage while the crew was still trying to set up Kelly's last performance of the day. Rumor has it Kelly was shaking backstage, not because she was mad but because she felt genuinely blindsided. She had been excited to have Vanessa on, they had mutual friends, there was no known beef, and now the whole thing is this giant question mark. Some people are saying Vanessa was having a rough day because of personal stuff. Others are saying she's been frustrated with how the industry treats former Disney stars who try to transition into more adult roles. And then there's the camp that thinks Kelly's team overproduced the segment and Vanessa felt disrespected from jump. So where are we now? The episode obviously never aired in its original form. They scrapped the whole thing and aired a repeat instead, which almost never happens on daytime TV. Both Kelly and Vanessa's reps released the most generic statements like scheduling conflicts and creative differences, but the footage is out there somewhere because audience members recorded on their phones and it's been leaking in 10-second clips all over TikTok with 20 million views on some of them. The internet is split right down the middle. You've got Team Vanessa saying she was standing up for herself and refusing to be reduced to her teenage persona. Then Team Kelly saying you don't go on someone else's show and act like that no matter how you feel. And then the third group who just wants them to hash it out on camera because the drama would break the internet harder than it already is. Honestly, this might be the messiest daytime moment since the Ellen stuff. And the fact that nobody is giving real answers is only making people dig harder. So until one of them decides to tell their side, we're just here refreshing timelines and waiting for the next leak. Drop your theories below because I need to know what you guys think actually went down that day.